Welcome everybody, I'm IGP, and today we are back with more Hello Neighbor. In this episode, we're going to focus on a theory of mine. A theory that I've constructed in my head based on other evidence that I found in the game. Now I want to preface this episode by saying the following. I'm sorry if some of you guys are getting offended that we're trying out new things in the game that may not be implemented yet by the devs, or that don't exist at all. Everything that the developers wanted us to see in the game have been seen. You can actually play it in the alpha. Anything beyond that, like glitching out of the map, trying to kill the neighbor, or the golden apple theory, all this stuff is just theory. There is no hardcore basis to any of it. It's only given to us by small clues throughout the game. But that's the essence of a gamer. Like, we strive for that. That's why we watch these videos. That's why we make them, because we are super interested in finding out secrets. I remember being a kid, sitting on console games, trying out theories I heard online. You know, the one where you stand in the corner for like 5 seconds, jump 16 times and turn around 3, and then you have a golden AK-47 in a Super Mario game, right? We love that shit. That's why we're trying it. And that was the purpose of the video that I made where I tried to escape the grave ending. I gathered up everything I could to put in the grave to try to escape once he buried me, only to find out that the grave is not inside the house, it's actually outside. Now, with that being said, because it is outside, I firmly believe that we can find that grave on this map right here, the one we are looking at. And I know what you're thinking, that is super speculation. Why would you think it would even be in the game just yet? Here's why. I'm going to refer to the cutscenes for a moment. The first one being the one where we zoom into his house and we see him open the basement door to another world, a street, and a car crashes, tire falls in. The other one is where you're playing hide and seek with him, and in the background it looks like there's some kind of carnival going around. Now, these two cutscenes seem like they're probably pre-rendered in a way, or a different room. If you're a game developer, it would make more sense for them to be in separate rooms or separate places that don't tie in with one another. But they're not. They are actually in this game, and I'll go ahead and show you right now. So if you guys are still enjoying this series, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, and also if you have any other ideas on what I could show off to you guys or try, let me know down there too. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, I haven't done anything because I don't want the first cutscene to play just yet. I want to show you guys something. So everybody knows about the trash can glitch by now. This is the flying glitch, if you will, okay? And everyone knows that there's another entity of the house over in this direction. You see that right there? That is the other house. That is another version of this house. Now, everyone's wondering, why on earth would that be there? So, for those who don't know how to do the trash can glitch, let me show you. Just place it down on the ground, jump in the middle of it, crouch down, crouch back up. And now you're floating, and now you can just keep pressing the space bar, and you'll start floating up. And there's the house. As you can see, it is an exact replica. It doesn't have all the moving parts, like the train, or anything like that. But if you also look, you can see a duplication of our house. Right there. Right in that distance, right? This is very important. Make sure you pay attention to that. This house is over here. This big one is over here. An exact replica. So, let's go ahead and get down now, if I can. Yep, just grab it. And you're good to go. And this is the same glitch that you're going to use to get over that invisible wall to be able to go over there, which we will do, but right now I want to show you why it's so important. Alright, electricity turned on, open door, drop everything, open, and sleep. Okay? Now we're getting the cutscene, right? We zoom in, we see the guy, he's opening the door. Traffic, you can hear it in the background. And the car wreck. Tire falls in, right? Lands exactly in that spot. He comes back and he does his little strut, this little happy walk like I just caused an accident and killed a bunch of people. So now that the cutscene has happened, let's go ahead and take a look at the houses over here. Okay, so now we're up here and you can see something different, right? Here's the house, but where's the other house? It's gone. The replica of our own house is gone for some reason. Let's just go over there and find out what happened. So basically when you get to the height of the house, a little bit above there, you can keep going as high as you want really, but the wall only goes up so high. You can look towards outside the box, wherever you are. You don't have to be directly in this spot looking at this road, but you hold forward, press F when you look down, and you should fly right onto the wall and then fall over. There's a wall that you can actually walk on. It's quite thick, and you can walk around the perimeter if you can find it. You can't see it though, but we are outside the map now. Ooh, there's another trash can? Oh, that's cool. Everything's turning purple because for some reason, when you go to a certain area of the map, it just starts turning very weird colors. Or when you go outside, basically, it looks like. So, here's the house, the duplicate, and there is something sticking out of the house. What is that? It's our house. Now, why would this be happening? Duh. Because instead of pre-rendering that scene or creating a separate room, we have the scene happening on the same exact map. while we're waiting to spawn back in our bed. If you can see here, this is actually where the bed would be. So what happens is when you get that cutscene, you spawn in this fake house, and this house zooms towards the window of the other house, and we see him do his thing. Here's the tire that landed. Here's the door that opens. In fact, you can actually see a little bit of outside. Kind of looks like a headlight and a tree. Part of a tree, a branch maybe. This is definitely part of the outside that we can barely see when he opens it. That's how we get the idea visually that he's on a street and he causes a car wreck. No clue why, but he does. And this is his fancy little strut. Now, I brightened it up for you. I forgot to bring my flashlight, but this is essentially what we're looking at. Now, here's some more proof, because I didn't actually get to show it to you before the cutscene. But here I am outside of the boundaries, looking at the house before that cutscene happens. There's a yellow car here. Now, everyone has thought in the past that that is my car, the one that's parked in front of my house, just seemingly in front of his. It makes sense since it's a duplicate, right? But if you pay close attention to the cutscene, you will see that a yellow car passes by. And that's this car. This one actually moves when he opens the door to add to the cutscene. There's your proof right there, 100%. The cutscene happens on the same exact map. Now, this happening in itself, on a cutscene like that, makes me firmly believe that the other two, the carnival one, where you're playing hide and seek, and the ending, where you get locked in the grave, are actually on the map as well. It would make sense. A lot of you are asking, well, where the hell would it be then? Where the hell would the circus be? And I'll show you that too. I'm gonna go all the way over here, right to the edge of our known world, and this is actually kind of interesting because a lot of other people have speculated that the thing, this thing, underneath, is actually the basement. It's not. It's not the basement. You would imagine, hey, it's underneath the map, it's gotta be the basement. No, that's the carnival place. And let me show you. Now we're back here, I've already done the other cutscene, I'm gonna try to get the other one. Usually I can get it by sleep. Yep, here we go. Alright, so here we are. Here's the cutscene. I actually know how to escape it so he doesn't actually see me. If I stand right here, he will never get me. But if you look over here, there's some lights. Obviously, it looks like a carnival. But this is a huge area, right? And it's a little bit shiny over there. We're talking about a long rectangular box. This is exactly what we're looking at that's underneath the place. It makes the most sense that this stuff is here. In fact, I think I can probably grab this. Ow! What the fuck? What a dick! What an asshole! I'm gonna take this with me. I'm gonna take this with me. I'm gonna take, can I actually get off of this? Oh, he's gonna get me. Oh, he's gonna get me. Never mind. Alright, I wanna grab this and then go underneath here. Now, will I be able to carry this with me back home? That would be fucking amazing. I never even tried this before. There we go. Okay, let's see if we actually have this. Do we? No. No, we don't. Okay, so my theory is that that's a separate entity, the guy that we were interacting with before, because if you did sleep with stuff in your hand, you will wake up back with it. So there's a separate entity of me that has a different inventory, and that's where that one's going to be staying. But that's what's happening underneath us in that long box. No questions asked, it makes the most sense considering the other cutscene for the exact same thing was in here. And I imagine in the old version of the game where the big one is going to come down and reach into your window, that it's the exact same thing, that if you look out, you might find another duplicate of your house. So, I've officially set up, by taking a very long time to prove to you guys, so you guys aren't going to yell at me, that my theory is very much just, and I want to go ahead and find it. Now, before I do, just in case for some reason the developers do have it out there, and it is programmed to take a bell, I am going to bring the shovel, and I'm going to bring a bell. First things first, let's get this motherfucker trapped, so we don't have to worry about it. And I know some of you guys are asking, and it's already halfway through the video, where's your face? I don't need it anymore. I rarely show my face in games. I think most of you who have been subscribed to me for a while know that. But I never really show my face unless it's a horror game. In which case, this was at a certain point, but now it's just, I'm glitching out. It's no longer, it's not necessary for me to have my face anymore. So we're not gonna have it. All right, I need you to come over here. I'm gonna break a window. Let's go. Come on. Where you at? All right, I'm gonna turn on the TV. I'm gonna take this remote too. It'd be really cool to get out of the map and then turn on the TV. Ah, fuck my life! Well, let me take the flashlight too. That's a good idea. Alright, so basically the way you're going to win this, for those who don't know how to do it, for some reason, if you don't know how to do it, you just kind of wait for him to start chasing you. He'll stop right there, and then he'll come and break into your window. Get on your bed, onto the pillow, and you should be okay. So I'm just going to hop onto my bed,